What's up, homies? Welcome to Distance Learning for Thursday. And today we're going to do a couple skills in IXL again here. So I'll just demonstrate right on IXL. So you're going to go to IXL.com. You will log in at the top here. You got your username and password that we've already set up a couple days ago. And when you go to IXL, then make sure we go to Algebra 1 here. Let's see, where's our math stuff here? Click on Learning. For math, you're going to go to Algebra 1, see all 341 skills. We won't do all of them today. We're going to folder EE, and yesterday you did skills 1, 2, and 3. You got to 50 points on each of those. If you haven't done that yet, make sure you do that today. Today we're doing skill 4 and skill 6. So we're going to go to 50 points on each of those. All right, we'll start with skill 4. So you're going to click on skill 4, and let's see what they have for us here. In skill 4, all right, the square root of 5 times the square root of 10. What you're going to want to do when you're doing a problem like that, square root of 5 times the square root of 10, combine them together under the same square root symbol, square root of 5 times 10, and then you're going to want to break that 10 down into prime factors as far as you can go. So this is the square root of 5 times 2, and the 5 times 5 is a pair that comes out, so we have 5 that comes out, and underneath there we have a 2. So we have 5 root 2. Let's put it in, see if it's right. So we click back over here, 5 root 2, submit. There we go. All right, next one. Let me erase the work from that one here. The square root of 2 to the second power. That we know the second power means times itself. So if we have the square root of 2 times itself, the square root of 2, that is the square root of 2 times 2. Hopefully we all know the answer to that right now. That's the square root of 4, which is 2. This is a pair that comes out, so it's just 2. So let's put that in. 2. I don't know why it's so slow there. 2. Submit. There we go. All right. The square root of 2 times the square root of 3. Combine those together under the same square root symbol. That's going to be a square root of 6, and nothing. There's no perfect squares in that, so that is just going to be a root of 6. Let's see. Root 6. There we go. Oh, look at this. Sometimes they give you the same problem 2 times in a row. That's kind of nice. Root 6. Boom. Root of 15 squared. We just did one like that a minute ago. We know that should be 15. Submit. There we go. Root of 35 times the root of 15. Let's see what our smart score is right now. 43. Okay, we've got to go a little further. Root of 35 times the root of 15. We'll combine those together under the same square root symbol. So that's a root of 35 times 15. We're going to break each of those down into prime factors. This is a 5 times 7. This is a 5 times 3. And then it's the square root of all that. The 5 times 5, the root of 5 times 5, that's a root of 25. So that comes out as just a 5. And under here we have a 7 and a 3. That makes 21. And there's nothing more we can do with that. So 5 times the root of 21. 5 root 21. There we go. All right, our smart score is 49. So we got to get one more right here. And we're going to do one with variables. So this will be good. Here we have this. We'll put it all together under one square root symbol. 98FG7FF. The 98 can break down into 49 times 2, and that's a 7 times 7. So really we have 7 times 7 times F times G times 7 times F times F. You can put that all in any order that you want. It's multiplication. But I'm looking for pairs here. There's a 7 times 7 that comes out as a 7. There's a F times F that comes out as a F. No other pairs underneath there, so still in the square root symbol we have 7GF. And let's try that, see if it works. I'll put it in. Okay, so we have 7f times the square root of 7gf. Oh, I must have missed a 2 there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, look at that. I missed that 2. It should have been a 14 under there instead of a 7. So just work carefully there. Got it. So you guys should be able to do that. Just work a little more carefully than I did. And let's the second skill you're going to do today is skill 6. So I got to go back here. Where did I? Oh, I'll go to math. Go to math. Find EE6 in Algebra 1. Okay. There it is, EE6. Click on it. Again, we're going to get to 50 points on this one. All right, let's take a look at the first example now. This is a multiplication, and it is one term by two terms. So when it's one term by two terms, we know that we can use the distributive property here, so we're just going to multiply that and that together. So when you multiply this times this, we put the number in front, and then we'll put the square. So that's going to be, well, this is kind of like a -1. If that helps you do this, you can put a 1 in front of there. But that first term is going to be -5 root 5. And then we got to be really careful. This is going to be a negative times a negative here. So that if you want to put a 1 there, that's fine, but that's going to be positive. And then the root of 5 times the root of 5 is root of 25, which is 5. So, and now this can't be simplified any further. These can't be added together because this one has a square root of 5 in it. This one doesn't. So they're not like terms. So we're going to put it in just as it is. Now we have -5 times the root of 5. I want you to let me put a 5 in there. Not letting me type a 5. Weird. There we go. Okay. And then plus 5. Submit. There we go. Okay. All right. This next one, again, we're going to do distributive property here. So this -3, this is a negative times negative, and it's 5 root 3. So this one we'll just kind of do mentally here. This is a lot like the last one. So we have negative, this thing does not want me to type here. Negative, oh, that's actually negative times negative, so it's positive 5 root 3. All right, that was the first term. And then plus, and then for this part of the distributing right here, the 3 times 5 makes 15, and there's no perfect squares in there that can't be simplified, so that's going to be negative root of 15. Try it. Super. All right. Here's another one just like that. I'm hoping to get to some 2 by 2s here. This first term is going to be negative times negative, so it's going to be positive 10 root 2, and then plus, and then the next part, the second term is a negative times a negative, or negative times positive, that's going to be negative. And then the root of 2 times the root of 2, that's a root of 4, which is just 2. Submit. There we go. I want a 2 by 2 here. Hang on. All right, this one, first term is negative times negative, and that's positive 9 root 3. And the second term is going to be a negative times a negative, so that's positive root, and then we can combine the 3 and the 2 together under the same square root sign, and there's nothing to simplify on that, so that's just going to be a root of 6. Submit. Oh, dang. All right, we want a 2 by 2. This first term is going to be negative times negative, so it's positive 10 root 10. I'm going to go fast here because we've done several of these. Plus, and then negative. And then the 10 times 3 goes together, makes 30. There's nothing to simplify in that. That's just a 3 times 10 inside there. For 30, come on. All right, I'm just going to go fast here. We got negative 7 root 7 plus, and the last thing is going to be a positive because it's a negative times a negative for the second term, and that's a root of 7 times 7. That's a root of 49, which is just 7. Oh, I thought it would give us a 2 by 2. Never mind. Negative 9 root 3 plus root 15. All right, so that's it. Have a good one. Give it a shot. See what you can do.